Yes.
Yes.
We're waiting for another member so we can have a quorum. Go ahead, Brenda.
We're waiting for another board member. We need four people to have a quorum to make decisions, so that's what we're waiting on.
If I may, Madam Chair? Yeah, if we don't get a fourth person, would probably be continuing the cases. And our anticipation is that we're continuing until January, which was gonna happen, I think probably your inspectors had told you on a number of your cases anyway. But if we get a member, we'll have our regular meeting. So what happens if we continue it? You will have that additional time to continue to work on getting into the compliance. If you already have an established compliance deadline, then of course that can be something that could be discussed at that next meeting if you didn't meet it. But if you get it remedied before the January date, then it's very likely you'll be done. And your inspector will be able to inform you of that. At this moment, the status is we're waiting another 15 minutes until 9:30 to see if we get an additional member so that we would have a quorum so that we can be able to proceed with formal business. Without a quorum, we cannot proceed with the formal business.
You just can't take formal action.
Good clarification, we can't take formal action. So we can do administrative, like move you to another time, but we can't take any formal action on the case.
we're gonna call the meeting of November 9th, 2023 to order. I'd like to apologize to everybody out there, and I have never done this before, so please bear with us. We're missing a member, and I don't know if we can continue to finalize anybody's cases, but we'll start with a roll call, please, Brenda.
Mr. Harrington,
Here.
Ms. Roby,
Here.
Ms. Marsh. Here. Ms. Kindig, absent. And Ms. Himes, and Mr. Mahegan. Those three are absent.
Okay.
Anybody call to see the need to continue to board continuance? Any of the members call you?
Yes,
No one coming.
yes.
So what?
Ms.
We have,
Kindig said she wasn't coming. Sorry,
we have Ms. Luigi and we have Ms. Turner. They don't agree with you.
they won't be here.
You haven't heard Ms. Mahegan.
No, I haven't.
Okay. So I guess next is the approval of the October 12th meeting. Is there any corrections or additions?
No.
And I'd like to make a motion to, no, we
Continue
can't.
the minutes.
Continue the
Approve
minutes.
to ratify at the next meeting.
Okay. To approve the minutes from October and ratify it
No,
till,
no, no, next meeting. So that's on the
January
agenda.
meeting.
Next meeting, that's on the agenda, is these minutes. To ratify what we did today.
Thank you.
so do we need to swear?
Yeah.
Okay.
But you also need to find out who's here. We need to reflect who's here.
Right.
Everything is continued to the next meeting.
Can we have the code officers be sworn in, please?
Do you solemnly swear or affirm that the testimony you're about to provide is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? Thank you.
And is there any ex parte communications from the board?
Well, somebody must be at a party because they're not here.
And then,
Who's called the case?
We, if we can do the announcements,
Yes,
Mr.
what cases have been resolved?
Sino.
Yes, I have announcements.
Okay, don't hear you. I'm sorry. Okay, I'm sorry.
Okay. On page 4, case number 2.
Page,
Okay, just never mind. Forget page 4. We're gonna start at page 5. Page 5, case 9. Actually, I'm sorry. Page 5, case number 8. CEB 1023 128 901 Jeffrey Street is in compliance as of 11/8/23. Same page, case number 9, CEB 1023 130 551 Essex Road is in compliance as of 11/7/23. And page number 9. Case number 23, CEB 1123 148 806 Forest Lane is in compliance as of 11/8/23.
can you repeat what page
Page 9,
and what's the case number?
23.
I don't have page 23 on page. I don't have a case number 20. Oh, I'm sorry. I've got it. I got it.
Okay. And that compliance date was 11/8/23. Same page, case number 25, CEB 1123-141. The address is 138 Lee Street, is in compliance as of 11/8/23. And those are my announcements.
Let's see who's here.
Okay.
You just go to the CPA.
So I should announce it.
Yeah, and announce the people in the
Okay.
CPA.
So we're not gonna do the lien.
No, so let's look at the
Okay.
docket, just see who's here.
Okay,
Mr. Sino, one of the ways we've done this in the past, as far as determining who's present, is just to, well, we've had them to come up, and we've just taken their names,
Who's here?
so that we don't have to read through the whole agenda to identify.
Fine,
The long as they come up,
should we go
identify
row
them.
by row?
okay,
Yes.
sure.
Okay,
Don't know who's here.
okay.
They're
We're-
kind of-
Find out
excuse-
who's here.
Excuse me, I'd like a better explanation of what we're accomplishing.
Yeah, if I can, this will be my suggestion.
Introduce yourself, tell me what we're
Mr.
gonna do.
Senior, yes, and I figured I should be talking at the front to the mic, but I'm talking to all of y'all as well. Anthony Jackson, I'm the attorney for the city, I'm a deputy city attorney, and I represent the city in these cases. And the general lay is just what I said earlier, which is we will be looking at this docket. As you can see, if any of you have a copy of the docket, the agenda, the docket, it shows several different types of cases. We have lien review cases, we have new cases, and we have continued cases. The lien review cases start at lien review 1. They're on page 2 and 3. We have the continued cases, which start at page 3 and go to page
6 or 5, finishes on 5.
and finishes on page 5. Does it?
Yeah, new cases start on 6.
And then the new cases start on page 6. The reason I'm telling you about that breakdown is because what we'll be doing is asking,
Tony, mic close to you so they can hear.
I'm sorry, turn the mic, how about that way?
Please.
All right, there we go. So the reason I'm telling you that breakdown is because we're going to address these cases based on those categories, so wherever you fall in that category. I know that we've already spoken to the people who have lien reviews scheduled. And members of the board, staff has spoken to those people, and they have agreed to just have that reset. We do have lien reviews that we have hearings that we'll be doing on Tuesday with the other set of hearings with the magistrate. And so those hearings, they'll be able to move to that date. So if those people are still on, that's something that we're able to do administratively. You've made the request for a lien review. We're moving it to a date that would allow you to get it done sooner than the January date. The reason we speak repeatedly of a January date is because we are not having any board meetings or magistrate meetings after November 14th. So we're not having any for the rest of November. We're not having any in December. So we won't be back with code enforcement proceedings until January. So what we intend to do is, for those cases that are here as new cases, if you're here as a new case, in a moment I'm asking you to come forward. We want to identify that you were present. But the action we're going to take will be an administrative action taken by the board, by the staff. That action would be that we would be continuing your case or resetting your case to the January meeting. And that meeting date is usually up, and
January 11th.
that would be January 11th of 2024. So that's what we're going to do.
Think that they can hear that day if they have a problem, that they can always appear by Zoom.
I'm sorry?
That if they can't have a problem on that date, they can always appear by Zoom.
Oh, certainly.
Thank
Yeah,
you, sir.
yeah. If there's for some reason, I know sometimes people come out of town to resolve their cases and other things like that. But in any circumstance, if there's for some reason you're not able to appear on that date, you also can appear via Zoom. Um, Always, I mean, you have to determine on your own how best that is a solution for you in terms of your appearance. But you wouldn't be penalized for appearing by Zoom.
Excuse me, Tony. And also, you would contact me, and I have my cards here if you want to take a card.
That's who you are for the record.
Oh, I'm sorry. My name is Brenda Seavert. I'm the code compliance coordinator. Okay. I'm in the for CEB for code board. And these are my cards. If you want one, just grab one and contact me. For
Okay.
the
So that's regarding the new cases. Now, on the returning cases, those cases, you were given an order to comply by a specific date. You're here today because it appears that, at least the perspective of staff, is that you may not have complied by that date. So what we're doing with that is that the board will consider, and we expect, based on our prior conversation, that they would, and our recommendation from the city would be that they would extend your time until your time to be, they will continue your case to the January case. What continuing your case means is that whatever orders were in place will still be in place, but you actually have, you won't be coming back before this magistrate until January. And the position of the city staff is if it's resolved between now and that January date, then they will acknowledge it as being resolved timely. If it's not resolved, then of course, that'll be discussed if you can come back.
if I
Was there anything else was to address?
Any questions?
Any questions from you folks or from the board?
let me, if I may interrupt. Just to clarify, this is to contact me for Zoom, for the Zoom link to be on Zoom for the meeting. Okay.
Okay. Any questions from anyone out here?
I have a question.
Okay, yes. Mr. Harrington.
Saying is, we're gonna announce each case, and then the staff is going to recommend that it be continued.
Yeah, what I would do on the new cases is just basically cattle call. They'll just have everyone that's here on the new case come forward. We'll get their names, acknowledge them present, and we'll administratively, because those are cases that we initiated on the agenda, continue those cases, as well as the ones who are not present, but we would like to have a record of who actually came and appeared.
It's just for the purpose of record keeping. We're not
Yes.
taking any formal action.
That's correct. But as I said, for the new cases, Mr. Sina will guide you all, I mean, on the continuing cases, Mr. Sina will guide you all regarding that, and the city's request would be that we just continue those to the January, and then if there's a need to take action, we're taking action based on your last order.
No, let's go to the name.
Are we ready to proceed, Ms.? Okay, if we're ready to proceed, what I'd like to do is then everyone, based on what I've pointed out to you in terms of those categories, if your case is a new case, this is the first time you've been brought before the board on the case that you have, then I'd like you to come forward so we can just be able to, for record keeping, identify. Yeah, what I would do on the new cases is just basically cattle call. They'll just have everyone that's here on the new case come forward. We'll get their names, acknowledge them present, and we'll administratively, because those, I guess we got it covered. No problem. So are there anyone here, any of you here on new cases, that category? Then come forward, please. And if you just get orderly, and we'll just take you one at a time. It's not anything of timeliness. We just need to get you to announce who you are and what your case is. What's the case number?
For case 16, and it's on a roof, damage from Hurricane Ian.
Okay, so your case number 16, and who are you present?
I'm Janet Radabaugh.
I'm Mendel Radabaugh.
Okay. Okay. I don't know if we want to, or need to do anything more than that, Mr. Sino? Yeah, your case will be continued. Let me just confirm that, yes, and you are a new case, so will be continued to.
I'm sorry.
If for some reason you get it resolved, you have to come back here.
It probably won't be resolved by
Okay,
January.
then.
Okay, yeah, stay in contact with your
Need more
inspector.
time. Until, let your code officer know, he can bring it back to us. He can make a trip out of it.
Yes, sir.
I'm sorry?
I'm making out, save a trip out of it. If you need more time and your code officer's agreeable to it, you can tell us what's going on at the meeting. You know, make a trip out of it.
Okay, so I just need to talk to him and let him know
Yes.
what's going on.
Yeah.
Is he here?
Yes, he's right there.
John.
John Stinson?
Yeah, that's one more thing that I didn't say, which is of extreme importance. Keep in contact with your inspector or your code officer so that they can know whatever's going on. If you're ready for an inspection and can be taken care of, they'll take care of you. And if they find you in compliance, like the cases we announced today, you won't need to be here because you'll be resolved. So it's very important to keep in contact with your code inspector. If you don't know who it is when you come up, we can see if they're still here and maybe you can briefly speak with them. Okay, come on, you're next, sir. Thank you, or folks.
What do I say?
Your name and your case.
Case.
This
Let's
is,
go with your case first.
I think it's case 145, that's the last three numbers.
Do you have a number? Page
Okay.
14, which,
Okay, it
145
says
would be 14.
CEB 11
Okay,
dash,
that would be a number 11 then.
oh, number 11, okay.
So,
no.
Is the address 414 Jasmine?
Yes,
Okay, so your case number 14.
oh, okay.
okay.
So,
Okay, and you are?
James Collier and Elaine Smith.
14. Okay, yep. So we're identifying you in your same circumstance. Your case will be reset to the January meeting. In interim, just,
Unless everything is resolved, then there's no need to come back, right?
Right.
well,
You have to
Yeah.
talk to your code officer.
ultimately, the code officer would enter into the record a affidavit of compliance. So you need to just stay in contact with your code officer. If he tells us you're in compliance, then you're resolved.
Okay, thank you so much.
What had happened is we had two of our members is called in sick. We don't know where Mr. Mahegan is.
It's okay.
Two of our members are called in sick, that's why they didn't come. But we won't be penalized in any way whatsoever. We got more time.
Yes, sir.
Case number 21, Scott Stansfield.
Case number 21, and your name is Scott Stansfield, you said?
Stansfield, yes.
Yes, sir. And the same thing, your case would be continued, your inspector is Mr. Garcia. I don't know if you've spoken to him before, but,
Over the telephone.
okay, great. Oh, there he is right there. So, but yeah, just keep in contact with Mr. Garcia. You'll have until January.
January 11th.
We'll be moving you to the January 11th hearing, so you'll be on that docket.
Understood.
Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Yes, sir.
Coming.
Yes, sir.
Good morning.
Morning.
Case number 13.
Okay, you believe it's 13. Your names?
Levi's, Eartha Watson and Levi Steen.
Okay, yep, that would be number 13. I see you have some things that may require, I don't know, any permitting or something, but in any sense, you stay in contact with your inspector, and we're gonna continue, like I said, we'll, continue to the, January, 11th.
We've already taken care of the problem.
That's good.
Well, he has to put it in an affidavit saying that, so make sure you talk to the inspector, let the inspector come out, and he'll tell you what's wrong, if there's still something wrong. And if you're okay, he'll announce it. And your inspector is, Mr. Stinson, John Stinson.
What case?
Thank you.
Case 13.
13?
Ms. Bertha? You want to say?
Yes, ma'am.
God bless you. Good morning. Case number 12.
Okay.
Number 12?
Yeah. Ms. White?
Yes.
Okay, well, I was supposed to let you say who you are.
Okay, Miss White.
Okay, so Drusilla White. Okay. And Ms. White, the same situation, you're case will be moved to the January 11th hearing date, so if you're not resolved by then, you'll need to come back on January 11th, and that will be your initial hearing on the matters. Your inspector's John Stinson. He'll tell you what you need if he hadn't already, and you can get that taken care of.
Okay, thank you.
All right, yeah.
You all have a blessed holiday and God bless you.
All right, thank you.
All right, handsome Mr. Harrington. God bless you.
Whoa.
Oh, some
Thank you.
benefits of
We're gonna get her some glasses.
where-
Okay. Now what we have left would be those that are here on cases that have been previously heard. And that should be everyone else unless you're here waiting to speak with an inspector. So if y'all will come forward, we'll identify and then the board will probably take a group action. And, what I'm seeing is apparently 2 respondents.
Good morning.
Good morning.
My name is Emerita Lisette Velasquez.
Case 5, correct?
Correcto.
So should, you want me to announce?
Yes, our intention at the staff level was to request that it be continued, and in this situation that, well, we just continuing them all right. So we'll just continue it to the January 11th hearing date.
You have any questions, Lou?
No.
And everything I previously announced would apply, and that would be that you have an existing order, so continue to work on it. Keep in touch with your inspector.
Sí. Así lo estoy haciendo. I've been doing so.
Okay, great.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Have a nice day.
Okay.
You too.
Case number 3,
Yes, sir.
Ron Northrup.
Yes, sir. Same situation, sir. The city's request is that your case be continued to the January date, and with everything that we previously announced.
Right.
And if that's approved, and presumably approved by the board without a formal action, you already have an order that's in place for compliance. Most important thing is just stay in contact with your inspector, who, again, is Mr. Stinson. Yes.
He gave me an okay on everything but cracked sidewalk, which I got a tree as big as one out here. I got to get with the,
If you get resolved, just have your code enforcement officer let us know.
I need to get with the city about the sidewalk, you know.
He'll get you taken care of. Very good.
All right, thank you.
All right, thank you, sir.
We got one more person.
No, I
back
think
there.
he was the lien review.
Oh,
Yeah, let's get some clarification.
Who is it?
oh,
Okay.
you want to join?
Live in the city?
No.
So now, anybody that's on this list is continued, but they weren't, all we've done is that they weren't present at this meeting.
Right.
Yes, everyone that's on the list, everyone that's a part of this agenda is continued. No, there's no case that, other than those that we've declared to be in compliance, everything else is continued to the January 11th date. Anyone who may view this proceeding or listen to this proceeding after the fact, all cases that are on the November 9th, 2023 Code Enforcement Board agenda is continued due to the board not having a quorum to proceed with formal business.
Right.
Okay. Should I state all that too, so we can do the?
Well, as announced by the,
Announced by the chairperson.
As announced by the city attorney,
The less you say, the better.
that the meeting of November 9th, 2023 will be adjourned after.
When is the Christmas party?